Let's talk about changing up your everyday carry gear. This EDC kit that you carry with you every single day has become part of you. You wake up in the morning, you grab your gun, you get your flashlight, your knife, whatever it is you carry with you, you carry every day. When it comes time to change that, you need to think about it and you need to take some serious training steps to get going. One of the first things that I did when I decided to change up the flashlight I was carrying, I bought this little Cadet from PowerTac. The only reason I bought this flashlight, one, it was a good price. It works well, so I guess it wasn't the only reason. But this flashlight has a clip that allows me to carry it either bezel up or bezel down. I found that I don't like carrying a flashlight bezel up. This part just sort of gets in my way and I don't like it. So the clip allows me to flip it over and carry it bezel down. It's one of the things that you have to think about. You have to put a lot of thought into your everyday carry gear. So it is with great trepidation that I am switching up my everyday carry gear, which will mean I'm adding something to my pistol. And that means I got to get a new holster and lots of things are changing. So there's lots of things that I have to do that everyone should do when they change their everyday carry gear. First and foremost, nobody panic. I'm carrying the Gray Man right now, and that Glock 19 modified with the Gray Man stuff from Lone Wolf Distributors will be on my hip every time I leave the building. But I've decided that I wanted to add a light and laser to that pistol. I want to carry a light and laser all the time. In order to do that, I needed to change holsters. This, from Nate Squared Tactical, the professional model, which I've been carrying for 5 years, doesn't have an option for carrying a light and laser. So in order to make this all work, I chose the King Tuck holster from Galco because it is made to fit the light and laser that I like, the Viridian C5L. Now I guess I'm fortunate enough to have a backup gun. My backup gun is, who would have guessed it, a Glock 19. So I equipped this Glock 19 with my UTM training system on the top so that I can now carry this around the office and train with it for a couple of weeks before I get outside and put it on the street. I want to feel comfortable. I want to know where that gun is. I want to know how it comes out of the holster. I want everything to work. In the interim, I will be carrying the Gray Man pistol in the holster by Nate Squared Tactical, but I will switch that over. When I'm comfortable with this whole system, the Viridian light and laser goes on the Gray Man pistol, goes in the King Tuck holster, and then I'll be ready to carry that on the street. This is the sort of thing that you need to think about when you're changing your everyday carry gear. Practice with it, train with it. Don't train until you get it right, train until you can't get it wrong. This is not something to take lightly when you change up your everyday carry gear. And one of the things that I want you to remember when you're training is your training, okay? Think about that. We do dry fire training all the time. We unload our gun, we take the bullets out of the room, we do the dry fire training, then we have to physically and mentally prepare ourselves that now this gun is loaded and ready to go. So I will be training, I will be carrying this UTM equipped gun around the office. I will be training with it out in the back lot. I will be working with this gun all the time. But then when I leave for the day, when I go outside somewhere, I have to physically take this training pistol off and remind myself that now I have a loaded gun. You have to do that. You have to make sure that you know the status of your weapon at all times. Sometimes they're training, sometimes you're ready to fight. You need to make sure that you know that. Say it out loud if you have to. My gun is now loaded, it's charged, it's in the holster, I'm ready to go. Say that to yourself. You don't want to make the mistake of what gun am I carrying right now? Nope. Training is training. You need to know what you're doing when you're training, whether it's dry fire or UTM or laser ammo or anything like that. And carrying is carrying. Once you're carrying, you're charged, you're ready to fight. Make sure you know that sort of stuff. I'm Kevin Michalowski, editor of Concealed Carry Magazine. Let's keep this conversation going. Comment down below. Tell us what you do if you're going to change up your everyday carry gear. And I'd like you to share this video with all your friends. I want everybody to know what's going on. And I'd really like to take some time to ask you to subscribe to this page and ask all your friends to subscribe to this page. We're getting really close to 100,000 subscribers, and that number may not mean a lot to the people out there in Silicon Valley, but guess what? It shows them that we want the free exchange of ideas, that we want to be able to talk about items that are important to us online. And we can do that as we get more and more subscribers. I don't care if you're a Republican or a Democrat, black, white, Jewish, Christian, Muslim. If you want information about self-defense, I am here to help you. So please subscribe to the USCCA YouTube page and let everybody know how well we're doing.